Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Guess what? I still wasn't ready. Well, that's okay. I'm close enough. Oh, the microphone. I had the microphone pushed away. Okay. All right. Slides are coming up. And let's see. Emerald Derek, thank you so much for being here first. Lydia Washington. Oh, my goodness. Who's not feeling well? Barbara Richardson. Oh my goodness, I hope you feel better. Yeah, I hope we can make you feel better in some kind of way, any kind of way. Um, there you are right there. Well, I hope you feel so much better. I really do. And thank you for being here. No matter what, we're always here for you. If you need to take some time away, it's okay. We'll be here when you get back. Okay, let me see. Oh no, you too. It's been something going around. If I hear somebody else say they're not feeling well, but yeah, there's been something going around. Okay. All right, just sliding through the comments. Oh, you're welcome so much. Again, thank you for being here. Balaji Anthony, thank you for being here. Maurice Brown. Anyway, let's get to it, shall we? Now what? Now what? Recycled thumbnail. um all right. Yes. Okay, let's get to it. So this is like my new favorite online magazine. It is called Feminagra. Feminagra. And this particular one, it says debunking Vanity Fair's misinformation about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, setting the record straight on Meghan and Harry's global impact. I like that. I like that. As a matter of fact, I think this calls for one of my edited videos. I think that's what I'm going to do with that. But I'll just let me see here. Um, I'll move that over there. Yeah, I'll just do the first couple paragraphs here. It says Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have constantly faced intense scrutiny and criticism from the media, often overshadowing their meaningful contribution to philanthropy and creative ventures. Vanity Fair's recent article is no exception, recycling unfounded allegations and perpetuating stereotypes to discredit their work. However, the Sussex's record speaks for itself. From groundbreaking media ventures to impactful charitable efforts, Meghan and Harry's dedication to creating positive change globally remains undeniable. I like them. I really like them. So, um, let me see. Do they have a subscription or something? Because I want to get a subscription for them. Let me see. Go to their homepage and see if they have a subscription. First of all, I think I can share them on Twitter. That's what I need to do. Oh my goodness! Back on August the 28th, 5 years on, Meghan Markle's British Vogue edition still holds the record as the fastest selling issue in that magazine's history. That is the British Vogue, the fastest selling issue in that. See, they're very fair to the Sussexes, I think. So I kind of like them. And they cover other things, of course, but it seems like they give our faves a fair shake. So I'm liking them. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do one of my short vids for this one. Let's see. They're brilliant, Baron. I have subscribed, always positive about our faves. Nice to hear that. Yeah, I'm going to definitely support them. And let me see here. I tell you what, I will give you all the link to the online magazine. I will put that here and then put it over at the top of the chat. So if you are inclined to throw your support toward them, then that's a good idea. So let me go ahead and put that up top, and and then we can give them the proper support because I feel they deserve it. Yeah, I'm loving it. Okay. All right, there it is at the top of the chat. Feminagra. I'll try to remember to put another link on the community tab, but just so we have it. All right. Very good. One of the things they covered in the article was those kind words that were shared by Jose Andreas. I know they are in the spotlight, not in America, but in Britain. And what I can tell you from what I know is that they, the Sussexes, don't have to, but they decide to do it. I'm just glad that they show up like so many others. And there you can see Jose Andreas commends Meghan Markle and Prince Harry for visiting LA fire victims, emphasizing their commitment to helping others despite facing criticism, which happens far too often. That really had gotten blown out of proportion. And I don't know if maybe it's just me, but it seems like as soon as Jose Andreas and a couple of other people started pushing back, then all of a sudden it wasn't such a big deal anymore, huh? And of course, let us not forget the court case. That definitely helped to move the dial. Oh, hold on a second, you guys. Hold on. Okay. Thank you for your patience. I put a pot on to boil to add some humidity to my winter dry house so that I won't lose my voice. And did not realize how low the water was. Okay. Antoinette Kennedy, thank you for being here. Ingrid Soers, glad you're here. Maurice Brown, Carol Lunn, Brenda Gray, official Lauren Brown is in town. Very cool. All right. So right here it says published by Feminagra. At Feminagra, we know that every story can be a spotlight in a world that often overlooks the unique issues faced by Black and Brown communities, especially women. We are here to amplify those voices from Hollywood scoops to royal updates to social justice causes and liberal politics. We strive to offer a well rounded perspective that enriches your daily intake of news and views. View all posts by Feminagra. So, again, I am going to subscribe because I am loving their content and I want to support them. Huh. I don't see how you do that, but I will check it out later. Hmm. I'm sure it's there somewhere. But yeah, I will do that. I see where it says subscribe. Please, okay, discover more from Feminagra to get the latest posts sent to your email. Sure will. Sure will. Huh. You've got mail. We just sent confirmation link to your email. Check out your inbox and confirm your email to subscribe to Feminagra. Is it that easy? Is it that easy? How simple was that? You just enter your email into the box and voila, you are subscribed. Shut the front door. Yeah. And then you just go to your email and push confirm, and you are subscribed. Yes, I like supporting them. Your subscription confirmation link is expired or invalid. Try again. Okay, okay, that's okay. We'll work that out later. Wasn't expecting that. All right, but yeah, I'm going to take care of that later. Feminagra, very cool. And check this out right here. Thank you, Xandi Sussex, for sharing this with us. Now, I painstakingly altered the image so not to offend anyone, or in all likelihood, it definitely would not, I guess, surprise. Well, no, not surprise. It wouldn't excite anyone either. Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to say. The idea of that, I don't think it excites anybody. I don't think it's excited anybody in about 50 years, if you ask me. But it says Grace Tam wears anti Murdoch shirt to PM's morning tea in Snipe at morbidly wealthy oligarchs. Morbidly wealthy oligarchs. That's the first I've ever heard of that. Anyway, it says right here 2021 Australian of the Year, Grace Tomei wore a Duck Murdoch t shirt to yesterday's morning tea hosted by Prime Minister, Australian Prime Minister, that is. I second that emotion. Yeah, you see how I did that? I replaced the other letter with a D, like the autocorrect tends to do. And then even in the photo, I also replaced the other letter with a D. And you can see there's a little rogue letter F floating around right there beneath where it says second that emotion. Yeah, I couldn't figure out where to put it, so I just left it there in the void. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel that way. Matter of fact, there is probably more people that feel that way about Rupert Murdoch than not. And I have to tell you guys, it has been some strange stuff going on in the geopolitical hemisphere. Not that I'm going to get into it at all right now because it's just odd. Everything is so weird. And the the way that the press has normalized it, it is so like I feel like I stepped through the looking glass, right? I feel like I fell down a rabbit hole or something, or I walked through the wardrobe and I come out the other side and I'm in some parallel universe. And I keep saying to myself, how long is this going to last? How long is this going to last? Very weird times now, but keep the faith and stay strong, especially with your family and your friends, and of course, your friends that are family. Now is a good time to lean on them and spend time with them and try to block the noise that's happening here, there, and everywhere, especially things that are beyond our control. And there, of course, Look at how it started. There's Harry walking into the court. And then on the right side, that is Harry walking out of the court. What an amazing week it has been for the Duke of Sussex. An epic, incredible week where he has been lauded and praised by so many people. And with the exception of a few of those more negative voices across the pond, as far as most people are concerned, he's a hero. And especially when you look at the type of praise that other celebrities and such have been pushing out there, it has been a really good week. How did we start it off? Like right there. Breaking huge win. That was the thumbnail the other day. And of course, that speech that was read by David Sherborne, it gave me chills. That speech gave me chills. That will always be one of like my favorite moments with the Sussexes was that speech right there. Harry, there it is. Prince Harry makes surprise settlement in legal battle against the Sun publisher. Full and shouldn't that be unequivocal? Why does it say full equivocal apology? Full and unequivocal? I've been wondering about that for a while. The Duke of Sussex unexpectedly settled his case against news group newspapers over allegations of illegal information gathering on Wednesday. And look at there. They were trying to get this article out so fast. Look at the date they have there. January 222. Jan 222. Now you see beneath that, I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to look like, January 22nd, 2025. But instead, they just put January 222. What's that? Done told y'all before the millionth, for the millionth time, that Prince Harry is becoming a real life superhero. Yeah, I think we covered that yesterday, didn't we? The real life superhero, slaying dragons and all that. Huh? There it is. There it is, slaying dragons and such. And what would a superhero be without a trusty companion? That's right, they triumphed over the toxicity. But anyway, back over here. You can trust David Sherborne because look at his hair. Who wouldn't trust someone with hair like that? Hey, what happened to Tiffany? Where is Tiffany? Wasn't Tiffany there? Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Wait for it. Wait for it. No. I forgot. Tiffany was somewhere. Tiffany popped up somewhere in there. But anyway, let's get back over here then. Check this out too. The task force of North and South Dakota firefighters received a surprise visit. Bismarck, North Dakota, a task force of South Dakota firefighters led by Hunter Knorr. That is a cool name. Hunter Knorr of the North Dakota Forest Service is still out west helping manage the California wildfires. This past Monday, January the 20th, the firefighters received a pleasant surprise when Prince Harry's visited their location to thank the team and learn more about their work. The firefighters appreciated that Prince Harry arrived without media presence. Now, I just saw this for the first time today. Without media presence. The task force headed back on Friday, January 24th. Now, someone and I decided to protect their anonymity because I don't want their social media to get flooded by those negative derangers. So I just block their names so that you can't see it. But it says, I must say, I never thought I'd get to shake the hand of a Prince Harry, but I did. And he was so, I'm sorry, but one more time. But I did. And he was a very cool guy. A task force of engines from South Dakota is here in LA at the Eaton Fire. For those that don't know, I have worked previously with all 19 of these men, but I must say I've never been more proud to be with these men from South Dakota. There is good work being done here, and it's hard to see the devastation for these people. We are all in good spirits and good health so far, and many have thanked us from here. No better job. Yeah, no better job. But yeah, so one of the things that he will remember, not, of course, not the most important thing, but still, it was something that he never thought he would do. He shook hands with a prince, Prince Harry. I thought nobody likes them. I thought that people are never glad to see them, that in the United States, Harry and Meghan are toast and nobody likes them. The whole country is against them, and people lay at night rolling back and forth in the bed in such anguish, thinking about how terrible the Queen was treated and how Philip was 95. How did they say that? The Queen is 90. Wait. The Queen is 94 and Philip's in the hospital. The Queen is 95 and Philip just died. All of that stuff, none of it seems to matter because to meet Harry and Meghan has, as they said before the that horrible comment that horrible person made, when we saw them on that video and we heard the words of the mayor of Pasadena, he praised them for their dedication, for their help, and also for the fact that they kind of livened up things for people who were obviously in distress, but yet a embrace from the Prince of I'm sorry, from Prince Harry and the Duchess of Sussex seemed to just give them a little spark of hope. If nothing else, it just seems to brighten their day, especially the man who wanted a donut that didn't even know who Prince Harry was. All of those things, whether people know them or whether they are just anonymous people behind the mask running around helping, they made a tremendous impact because it's not just who they are, it's not just their titles, it's the way people feel when they're around either one of them. And both of them have an even greater impact. So all of that negativity was just waste of time for everyone because it lasted a few news cycles and then it just kind of died out. It should have never started in the first place. It should have never started in the first place. I must say, I never thought I'd get to shake hands of Prince Harry, but I did, and he was a very cool guy. Yeah, love that. And then over here, the Californian. This the Californian is that? Yeah, I guess it's just a regular paper. I thought it might be for emergency services, but I think it's just a regular newspaper. The Californian, Salinas firefighters, therapy dogs meet Prince Harry at Los Angeles fire site. Now, there may have been other visits by Prince Harry, no cameras, as the young man said, no cameras, just Harry going around meeting and greeting people. Selena's fire department facility dogs and their handlers got the royal treatment when they met Prince Harry during their assignment to assist in the Los Angeles wildfires. Prince Harry met Cruz and Taffy during their tour, providing emotional support to firefighters and community members impacted by the cluster of wildfires that have ravaged the region, according to the Salinas Fire Department. So, again, Harry, very well received. And also, even though I didn't prepare a slide for that, but the reason why I brought these up again was because of the young man who left that very warm comment about Prince Harry. And by the way, thank you to the squatty who found this, because this was actually posted a while ago. And I'm always amazed at how some of the squatties can find some of the most random things. But thank goodness for that and for them, because then we have more things that we can share. And right there, this is another one. I have not seen this before today. The Cal Fire Chief. This week, Cal Fire had the pleasure of catching up with Prince Harry again, this time at the Eaton Fire, to discuss the importance of peer support for first responders and the ongoing recovery efforts underway across Los Angeles County. You know, I'm wondering if they did not invite Harry because of Harry's work with mental health. I wonder if that's why he wasn't invited. Why he was invited. I don't know how this got put together, and maybe we'll find out more about this at some date in the near future. But I'm loving it. I am loving it, because after that vicious attack that Harry and Meghan went through, um, by those jealous haters, people who don't even live in California. And of course, most of them were just angry and looking to lash out at someone. And they decided to pick on the Sussexes. And yet, they did not stop. They did not shy away from what they knew was the right thing to do. They did not shy away. Now, that, as far as I'm concerned, that is the definition of integrity. As the young man said, no press, no cameras, just Harry. Okay. What is that? In my humble opinion, she is not the power, but the absolute equal. But she is not the power, but an absolute equal. That is why they are so beautiful. They support each other completely. Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you for saying that. Okay. Nolithando, thank you so much for being here. And of course, there's Harry strutting like Wesley Snipes in Passenger 57. Right after Wesley Snipes, what was that famous line from Passenger 57? It was an okay movie. He said, always bet on black. And then here we have Prince Harry claims win in phone hacking battle. Wait a minute, where did I get that one from? Did I not credit this article? Oh, you know what? I know what's missing here. I wanted to share with you what they said in China today. Someone mentioned that earlier in the chat, and that is what's missing. I forgot to put the heading at the top for, well, you can see China Daily Global. See right there where it says Julian. I'm just like, where did this come from? Why did I put this up here? But anyway, yes, Harry seems to be a big hit in China. First, the glowing review that they have given the book Spare, and now it seems like they're celebrating right along with us. Britain's Prince Harry claimed that is that I'm sorry, what has been called a monumental victory this week against publisher mogul Rupert Murdoch. Gosh, that is small. Tabloid newspaper in the United Kingdom after news group newspaper or NGN paid out substantial damages shortly before a high-profile court case was due to start, and blah 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 blah. More than 1,300 claimants had previously settled suit with NGN. You see there? They are quite thorough. They are quite thorough. I think Harry is a big hit in China, and it would be interesting to see the Sussexes go to China. I don't know what would ever be the cause of that, but it would be really nice to see them go over there. I don't think that they've gone to Asia together at all, have they? I would be interested to see how well received they are in one of the Asian or Southeast Asian countries. They have not taken a trip in that direction together. Not that I recall. The closest thing was Oceania. Yeah, so that would be pretty exciting. Hong Kong, Singapore, Japan. I love Japan. So that would be pretty cool. So that was in the China Global today. You could say that again. I'm going to be king. Yeah, we know. And what does the other prince say? I'm going to vindicate our mother, whom you called paranoid. What a difference between the two brothers. One is planning to think about nothing but being king, and the other one is looking forward to vindicating his mother, which I would say that was that was good. That was good, but we need to have more of those dreaded tabloid people say that. We need to really, really bring that industry to its knees. I'm waiting to see what the coverage in the future is going to shape up to be. That is what I'm thinking about: is how will the coverage be in the future? Everyone is hoping that this case kind of changes things, but the Daily Mail, it seems like they're business as usual. So don't know, but I hope that there will be like a huge change in the coverage. All they have to do is to just tell the truth, not make up stuff. Stop using anonymous sources and palace insiders and someone close to the royal family, and especially do stop pretending as though you have some kind of inside information inside of the Sussexes camp, because they don't. They don't. They have not gotten anything out of the Sussex household. Nothing. Not a thing. Everything that they say is usually just a flat out lie. What's interesting though is that let me see, that was day one. Yeah. And I do believe the day before, when I said day one there, false start in Prince Harry's trial versus Murdoch amid 11th hour settlement talk. So, yeah, this is when they were in settlement talks. And I do recall that day that myself, and I'm thinking most of you all, were willing to throw your support behind them, no matter whether he settled or not. I think everybody understood exactly what that meant. But yeah, this is interesting because these are the slides from the day before. And of course, I pointed out, I sure hope Charles III doesn't make another one of his questionable trips to the court like he did here. This was back in 2023, December the 14th of 2023. Charles just shows up at the court. The court that is in his name, he shows up. And of course, we should not even think that he is trying to influence the outcome of the trial, right? I think this was the one with the Mirror Group. Yeah. Interesting to look at this now. Oh, yes, that was the day we were introduced to the leprechaun. The that guy. Wow, what a difference did they make. And that was the day that I spoke about those hands. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm good. Just wanted to take a little peek at the day before the judgment. Wow. That was interesting. That was very interesting. My goodness. And look at where we are now. Could we have known? And you know what? I didn't even go to bed that night. I was up. I was up. And then I started seeing stuff on the news. And I'm just like, I can't sleep now. And so I just stayed awake. I stayed awake. And then I went on with this. Yeah. I stayed awake and then I went on with this. It did not make sense to even think about laying down at that point. I don't know what time I went to sleep, but oh my goodness, I'm glad I was up and I'm glad I caught that one. So cool. Ah, is that her? Let me see. You know, I'm looking for that lady that keeps showing up on these occasions. You know, the one with the champagne glass? I don't know where I put her. I have misplaced Miss Tiffany. Wait, where is Tiffany? Yeah, I seem to have misplaced Tiffany. That is so weird. Oh well. Oh, I think I know where she is. Settlement offer. Nah, no, no, that's not it. Anyway, no matter. I'm available if Mr. Justice Man Sherborne needs someone to fluff his lovely hair. It is truly shampoo commercial quality. Yeah, he has amazing hair. He does. He has amazing hair. All right. Now, let's ponder this one, shall we? Kate Middleton offered to appear on Vogue magazine cover to showcase role as global fashion icon. I repeat, Kate Middleton has been offered the opportunity to go on. Now, this is what they're saying in the fail. I don't know how true that is. Anna Wintour, the magazine editor in chief and most powerful woman in fashion, is said to have made a personal appeal. Anna Wintour, who shares birthdays with me, has made a personal appeal to the Princess of Wales. Now, that was through a middle person. A personal appeal. April Fool. Okay. And it's not even April. I'm just like, is this, I mean, as far as we know, they said that she's out of the woods, she's out of danger. So if they're doing this or saying this or whatever, just to, make her feel better. They said she's going to live, right? That she's well, she's been saying she's in remission and everything. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. Really, you don't. I mean, you can if you want to, but you don't have to do this. So, if anyone is feeling obliged because of everything that she claims that she's been through, you need not bother. She's going to be okay. So why the fuss? Because based on her clothing, I don't know how she qualifies. I don't. There's nothing fashion forward about her. Now, Tiffany, that's good fashion, right? Tiffany seems to find something that goes with every occasion, especially that accessory, the champagne. She finds something that goes with every occasion, whether it's reading a speech outside of a courthouse or, she's got you covered. She's got you covered. So wait, or let me see. Let me see. I got another one with her. Let me find it. So yeah, whether it's reading a speech outside of the courthouse or um okay, I don't got it. Never mind, I don't got it. Yeah, I don't got it. But anyway, misplaced her. But Tiffany really deserves to, deserves that honor. Let me see what you all have to say about it. Don't believe it. Anna Wintour has spoken highly of Meghan. Kate is so desperate for the Markle Sparkle. Thank you very much. A global fashion icon. How much does it take to wear a coat dress? uh, I don't think I ever even heard of such a thing as a coat dress before the royal family. Well, let me see here. I think we need to get another opinion about this, and I think I know just where to go for it. We need another opinion. Someone who hates to say it, but they will.
Meghan in a Valentino white. Compare, I hate to do this, but compare Meghan in a Valentino white, absolutely wowing the crowds, and dear Kate in that very staid 1940s Amelia Wickstead coat.
Oh, you were really winding me up now, yeah.
Well, I knew that would upset you, Richard, because I know you're more of a Middleton kind of girl and you like the sort of twin set and pearls 50s look. But all I'm saying is, who's speaking to the future generations, the younger generations? It's Meghan.
Yeah, there you go. Is Meghan. Now, I think this is all part of the rollout. That may or may not be true. But the thing is, there is the magazine cover and there's Kate. Oh, yes. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Is it Playly? Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Let me take a look at that. That is a blessing. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm just looking at the radar and I do see something that looks like it. Yeah, I do see something that looks like rain clouds over Southern California. Yeah, I'm not looking at the weather report. I'm just looking at the radar and I do see something that looks like rain clouds. Wow, that is good. That is good. Oh, wow. Okay. Again, thank you for sharing that. That is good news. Oh, okay. I'm going to see if I can share this with you. Okay. Okay. I'm going to see if I can share that with you. Give me just a second. But yes, thank you so much for sharing that. Really, really appreciate that. What's that? Angelina Stanley says, and the same coat dress in 5 different colors. They just want to say, given that Anna Wintour is vocally supportive of Meghan, then she's now on Kate's side. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't see it, but and then like with the Us magazine, how Kate's life has I think it was how like Kate's life has changed. I think that was the rest of it. But yeah, so they've been doing this rollout. I'm going to say the rollout has been going on since September. They have done more of these articles about her easing her way back to work than she's actually have done work. They should be embarrassed. They should be really, really embarrassed. She should be embarrassed. She only worked maybe 11 times last year. And since September, we are being like flooded with all these magazine covers declaring that she's coming back to work. And you know what I noticed though? Have you noticed that she's starting to turn into Camila? She's starting to turn into Camila. She has that is the hanger still in the coat look. You know what I mean? See how it looks like she's still see how it looks like the hanger is still in the coat? Because Camilla looks like that all the time. Like every time it looks like she forgot to take the hanger out the coat. Like she put the coat on and did not take the hanger out. And I'm afraid, I'm saying it like I mean it, but I'm afraid that that's happening to Kate Middleton, that she is turning into her step mother-in-law, is it? Yeah. Yeah, she's turning into her. And that's not all. Even that grin, I'm telling you, in another, I don't know, 20 years, 30 years, 30 years, in another 30 years, she's going to be Camilla. She is morphing into Camilla. And there's nothing she could do to stop it. Nothing. Because if you could stop it, believe me, Camilla, if you could stop it, Camilla would have made it happen by now. But it cannot be stopped. And I can see that coming a mile away. Look at there. See how she kind of has that same body language. And even the pose, I pointed this out last week. I think I'm onto something. She even has that Camilla pose, like she's pretending to be John Wayne. All right, pilgrims, now listen here, you pilgrims. Same thing. She is turning into the queen consort. And she will be a queen consort. So maybe she's just getting a head start. I don't know what to tell her. That's you in 30 years. Even the way she lurks out of the church. See how Camila lurks out the church looking for the camera? Now she's starting to do it. Now she's starting to do it. Now she's walking out the church and looking for the camera. It won't be long. It won't be long. Give it like about 20 years, and she's going to be Camila the Queen consort. Or as Sunny Hostin says on The View, the Queen cohort. And I just happened to find these. Even illustrated Camila looks very different. I don't know how the artist managed to capture the essence of Camila, but they did. And I have to say, I am very impressed. They got the feet splayed apart, that incredibly handsome grin, that very handsome grin with the chiseled features. uh, Wait a minute, what is that? The Queen contort? The Queen contort. Yeah. Yeah, she's what you call a very handsome woman. And then Legs was the one who pointed out that that Charles, it was the inspiration for that little donkey on Winnie the Pooh. That was Legs that pointed that out. And Hypocrisy is David Beckham's flying private from Qatar to attend environmental award. Yes, that happened. David Beckham actually flew from Qatar to join William in Boston. They could not fly in the recipients of the prize, but by private jet, David Beckham violated everything you could think of when it comes to the carbon emissions. And look at there. They pointed out today that Prince William Windsor went to Liverpool by train, but the royal helicopter also went to Liverpool. Its next stop was Windsor, and it landed next to William's home. So, to try to make a point, he took a train to Liverpool, but the helicopter still flew up there to meet him. He took a train just for show, but the helicopter was waiting there for him. The helicopter was not just there, it went there. And you see that GXXED? That is the tail number for the helicopter. Busted again. Busted again. Where is the outrage? And you can see that happened on the 23rd of January, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. That's when it happened. You know, there are people that track the comings and goings of certain people, like that kid that was following Elon Musk around the world. He was tracking his private jet. Well, obviously, someone has taken an interest in William. The thing is, will the tabloids make a big deal about this? Of course not. But as we know, back in 2019, the Cambridge's budget flight stunt involved 2 empty jets being flown across the UK to try to one up the Sussexes, right? After making a big fuss about someone leaked to the tabloid media that the Sussexes had flown in Elton John's private jet. And so that, of course, was a big thing all over the media because it was Operation, destroy Harry and Meghan. Now, Harry said for security reasons, he felt it was appropriate for them to fly their child on a private jet. They felt safer, especially given the threats against their family. There was no sympathy from the media. They were all over them. And so, to really twist the knife, so to speak, William and Kate, they call up EasyJet, was it? And told them, oh, we're going to fly your jet. They went and bought some tickets. So EasyJet thought it would be a great publicity stunt to fly an empty jet to pick them up. And I'm pretty sure when they got on the plane, they didn't ask any questions. They didn't care because they were just so glad that they had a chance to show up the Sussexes. So they flew to their destination. They even had the kids carry their own bags. They walked out on the field and everything, got on the plane. And then that same empty plane flew them back home for $40. That right there is an insult, or 40 pounds. That the royals spend 40 pounds as if that's a huge impact on them. They spent 40 pounds on a plane ticket, well, 40 pounds each, for plane tickets to fly on an empty plane. So essentially, they flew on board a private jet for, 4 times 40, right? Well, and then their aides or assistants or the nanny or whatever. So let's just say they spent 300 or 400 pounds for themselves and their staff to fly on this private, royal protection. Okay, maybe they spent 600 pounds for however many people. Still, that is a bargain compared to the rest of the world. And I'm pretty sure that the rest of the people in their group did not have to pay for tickets because the point was just to get them on the plane. They provided free publicity. Oh, it was Flybe? Thank you. Flybe. Thank you very much. I live a stone's throw from Kensington Palace. The Net Zero Prince William's helicopter ferry him home. It happens every day. Hypocrisy doesn't cut it. At the Admiral Hall, I think it is, they planted, at an incredible expense, they planted trees to obscure, or was it at Kensington Palace? One or the other. They planted trees to obscure the view of them coming and going in their helicopter. They did not want people to see that. But this person, as you can see, took it upon themselves just to snap a photo. And again, the tail number tells you which helicopter it is. Charles doesn't live there. And at the time, the Queen didn't live there. So who else could it have been? Will and Kate coming and going on the helicopter. And as Petal says, they use it like an Uber. They literally use it like an Uber. Okay. And guess what? This is the last slide. Invictus Games. When life gives you boxes, make it a sorting party. The countdown is on, and our IG25, that is Invictus Games 2025 team here in Vancouver and Whistler, are busy with getting the final touches out to all of our venues. Keep up the momentum. Keep the momentum rolling. So yeah, check it out. That is Team Invictus sorting through stuff, preparing for the Invictus Games. which of course is next month. And then of course we will see Megan on March the 4th. So with that, you guys, I am done. 1 hour, not bad. Chef Sandy Love is here. Let me show you that other photo of Tiffany before I go. Well, that's one of them, but that's not the one that I was looking for. Let me find it. Okay. Oh. Here we go. Tiffany is probably, well, not probably. I mean, she's in all likelihood, she's going to make her appearance on the, with the Duchess of Sussex. So look forward to that one, you guys. Look forward to that one. Yeah. Cannot wait to see it. Please leave. Yes, Tiffany is living the life. If you have anything you want to share on your way out, go ahead and leave it there. I'll take a look at it. Gotta love Tiffany. Tiffany is handling her business. By Squatties and Baron, Lydia, cookies and cream. All right, thank you. Thank you, Chantel, number 6. Yes, thank you so much. Please remember to push that like button. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for your comment. Oh, there we go. Good morning to you too. Yes, everything is going very well. Thank you so much for asking. And then the company went belly up. KP is calling these magazines to put Kate Middlebaum on them to compete with Princess Meghan. Lord, but what promise such huge favor? I don't know. I wonder. I don't doubt that this is happening just because of the premiere of With Love, Meghan. I'm pretty sure that's what it's all about. They have this huge fear of their what do you call it? Their standard bearers, William and Kate, becoming what is the word I'm looking for? Obsolete? No, not obsolete. Irrelevant. Yeah, they're worried about them becoming irrelevant. That's all. They are really, I think it's just a fight to keep her image out there. It's a struggle to perpetuate her image. And maybe it's just done to conceal the fact that she does not work. Maybe that is the point of it, is to conceal the fact that she's not working. Whatever she was going through, whatever her struggle was, aside from illness, because I think there's something else deeper going on with her besides what they've been speaking of. Like people have speculated, the nervous breakdown, essentially a mentally collapsing, imploding. And it all seemed to have taken a bad turn when Omid Scobie's book came out, that's when things really seemed to take a bad turn. Speaking of which, I wanted to share something with you guys. Um, hmm, what was I? Oh, okay. So I was listening earlier to the Duchess of Success, right? And I'm going to share this with you because it triggered my memory, and I'll share with you um, what I found, because I thought for certain that Omid Scobie had witnessed um, Hoghead Pierce Morgan involved with the phone hacking, right? Now, Pierce Morgan vehemently um, professed his innocence and that he had nothing to do with it. And that may well be the case, that we cannot prove it. But let me share with you what Omid Scobie said. Give me just a second. And I just kind of what I did was I put the how did I search for it? I searched for it by Omid Scobie, Pierce Morgan, phone hacking, right? And a title came up, and it was from someone that surprised me because I didn't know that they had spoke about it, because I'm going to say a year ago, I didn't really know anything about this person. And that, of course, was the professor, Tim Wilson. So I'm going to play the sound for you if you care to stick around and listen to it. Now, again, there's the question of whether Hoghead Pierce Morgan, had anything to do with phone hacking. So I could not remember where I heard it, but I knew that I thought it was in like one of the court transcripts or something. But the judge seemed to believe Omid Scobie. He gave Omid Scobie the benefit of the doubt. So let me play this for you, and I'll let you judge for yourself, and then we'll talk about it on the other side. Is that cool? I said, is that cool? Hello, is this thing working? Is that cool? All right, 1 second though. Let me see.
Omid Scobie has given very interesting testimony, not only about Piers Morgan and the Mirror, but specifically when he was working at the Sunday People as an intern. He was given a list of mobile telephone numbers and told how to listen to voicemails as if he was doing, quote, routine news gathering techniques. It's extraordinary. He also, as I pointed out last night, heard a story in the works about Kylie Minogue and her boyfriend James Gooding. Mr. Morgan was asking how confident they were in reporting and was told that the information had come from voicemails. I recall being surprised to hear this at the time, which is why it stuck in my mind. So it is extraordinary. This led to an article in May 2002, headlined "Can't Get You Out of My Bed," which is a pun on "Can't Get You Out of My Head," and how the couple were about to give the relationship another go. Piers Morgan, he said, was extremely hands-on as an editor, captivated by the girls working on the newspaper's 3 a.m. column. Scobie, in turn, by the court, was accused of having creating a false memory, fabricating evidence on behalf of Prince Harry. And he said, I take offense to that. This is something I felt I had to do. And it's extraordinary. He's said, I've not been asked or encouraged by anyone to include in this statement anything that's not my own account, to the best of my ability and recollection of events I witnessed or matters of which I have personal knowledge. Now, I don't know about you, but that seems to me to be decisive. Do you have a vested interest in helping the Duke of Sussex if the opportunity arises? No, what I'm doing right now is giving ammunition to the tabloids to continue calling me his friend. He said that he was repeatedly called a liar by some of my access to the couple. One royal household warned him that he'd picked the wrong side. Green put it to Scobie that it was implausible that a student intern there for a week would be asked to phone hack. Well, so in other words, confirming that that was going on at that time. Yeah, there we are. I think it's decisive evidence, and the only way that that Scooby can be attacked now is on a personal basis about his own integrity. But I think Piers Morgan will have serious questions to answer, because he's always claimed that phone hacking never happened, quote, on his watch. Now we have apparent evidence that it did.
Okay, so again, I looked that up because of the comment that someone had made. I don't know if it was Anne or if it was someone in her comments, but it had to do with that. And then I was like trying to remember whether Omid Scobie said that he himself observed Piers Morgan, or, you know what I'm saying, did he? But anyway, Omid Scobie claims that while he was there working as an intern, that definitely phone hacking had taken place, and that he was encouraged the phone hack. And if I recall, his words were that he felt really strange about it, that he felt like it was something illegal going on or immoral. I can't remember his exact words, but it was that he felt very uncomfortable about it. So if you were watching The Duchess of Success earlier, and you recall that being mentioned at the time, according to, you know, the professor who was following it just like everyone else, the judge believed Omid Scobie. The judge said that he found Omid Scobie's testimony to be credible, that they didn't see that he had anything to gain. If nothing else, he made enemies, but he had nothing to gain by reporting his experience at the gosh, what paper was that? Oh God, whatever paper it was. Was it the Mirror or was it I think it was the Mirror, right? But anyway, yeah, I think it was the Mirror. So as the professor said, they had nothing else that they could do but just try to discredit him and claim that he's a friend of the Sussexes. Otherwise, the fact that he remembers something so clearly, it must be a lie, or he's making it up, or he's trying to help Harry and Meghan. But no, the judge found him to be quite credible. And that's one of the things that this comes down to, is whether or not the editors, all of the people in management and such, who exactly participated. Did they participate? It is claimed that Piers Morgan was quite hands-on. And I do recall from the court transcript that the conversation that, what is his name? Paul McCartney, they were pretty much listening to their phone messages as Paul McCartney and his partner, whatever her name was at the time, when they were breaking up. They heard him singing Hey Jude over the phone. So it's all kind of stuff like that that came out in those court transcripts. And Omid Scobie was very instrumental in the decision that was made at that time with that particular case. That I recall. But, it's been so much in and out of court, so many cases that it's all kind of running together on me. But I do recall that the judge found Omid Scobie to be a credible witness. That much I am certain of. So there you go. But whether or not Hoghead actually hacked phones or knew anything about the phone hacking, I mean, how could you not know if practical transcripts of the conversation is being printed in the newspaper? They're trying to say that it was a rogue investigator who were the ones that listened to these phone calls. But if you paid them for that information, if you're the one who okayed a payment to that person, you're just as guilty. You're just as guilty. As a manager, as a reporter, don't you want to know where the information comes from? Shouldn't you know that? But Omid Scobie said that he witnessed people in the newspaper, at the newspaper, and he was encouraged at the newspaper to hack phones. Here's a list of people we want you to hack. Here's a list of people we want you to hack. What more proof do you need? Omid said that he was encouraged to hack phones. And the judge, that is, believes him. The judge said he's a credible witness. I remember that. In particular, I remember the judge said that he found Omid Scobie to be a credible witness. Truthful and credible. I think that was the judge's words. So what else do you need? And they were very, very upset with Omid Scobie. Trust and believe, they were hot with him about that. So that testimony and his book upset a lot of people. He was threatened. His family was, being harassed. Okay, so it was the Mirror trial. Thank you very much. Omid Scobie Mirror trial. Okay. Let me see what I can find here. Okay. And I'm sure I made a video about it at the time, but like I said, it has been so much. Oh, the Press Gazette. Omid Scobie denies having a vested interest in helping Harry and Meghan. They tried it. Piers Morgan was told a story came from voicemails. Says, okay, right here, The Independent. Prince Harry's trial. Latest. Piers Morgan was told a story came from voicemails, says Omid Scobie. So at the least, Omid Scobie says that he witnessed Piers Morgan learning about a story from voicemails. In the spring of 2002, Mr. Scobie did work experience at Daily Mirror and allegedly overheard then editor Mr. Morgan being told that information relating to Kylie Minogue and her boyfriend had come from voicemails. In a written submission, he said Mr. Morgan was asking how confident they were in reporting and in the reporting and was told that the information had come from voicemails. Let me repeat that. Mr. Morgan was asking how confident they were in reporting, and he was told that the information had come from voicemails. He says, I recall being surprised to hear this at the time, which is why it stuck in my mind. Of course, something like that would stick in your mind. Yeah, of course it would. Okay. Prince Harry blames Mirror Group for Chelsea Davies' breakup. Okay. Yeah, I looked at a lot of that transcript from that case. Isn't that something? I've not been called to give evidence what Piers Morgan said about phone hacking accusations. He said that they did not call him to give evidence. Very interesting. I knew that there was something about that. Piers Morgan knew about phone hacking. The London Evening Standard is calling Omid Scobie Harry and Meghan's author. You see, they really stick together, don't they? Most of the British tabloids accuse Omid Scobie of working for the Sussexes or friends of the Sussexes. Deadline said, in another example, Omid Scobie, a royal journalist who has close ties to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, alleged that he overheard hoghead Piers Morgan. As far as I'm concerned, it's the truth. If he said he overheard it, I say it's the truth. There's a clip of Piers Morgan showing a female journalist how to hack. I think it was People's voicemail. I remember that one. I remember that clip that you're speaking of, where Piers Morgan gleefully mentioned that this is how you phone hack. And I think he mentioned something about how the phone came with a code number and all of that kind of stuff. So all they have to do is establish the number and use that code, which was the default setting for all of the phones at that time. Let me see. Hoghead Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan. I am typing hoghead. I'd be interested to see if it comes up. Hoghead Piers Morgan. Well, I thought at the very least one of my videos would pop up, but it didn't. Hoghead Piers Morgan. He know what his name is, Hoghead Piers Morgan. Okay, you guys, I'm done. I just wanted to share that with you. Let me see here what you got there. I want to try to put down on his story by saying that he has close ties with Harry and Meghan. It's all going to come out in the wash, though. They all are gonna fall or be exposed one by one. Do you know I have not used my bell one time today? So you get the only bell of the day. Yeah. Thank you for your comment. Isn't that something? That is the first time I have not used my bell all day. Okay, you guys, I am going to go. Thank you very much. Just wanted to share that with you and test my memory because I knew I heard something about Omid Scobie and phone hacking. I kind of forgot about it. Okay. Good night, and good night. Well, thanks everyone. Love you guys. Thank you, moderators, for keeping this a safe space. And let's close today with Madam Duchess. We need a Madam Duchess today. Huh, that's not working. That's okay. I'll do it manually. Madam Duchess, where are you, Madam? Not Madam Duchess. Where's Madam Duchess? Ah, there we go. Madam Duchess. Let me try that again. Wunderbar.